Hi. So today we're going to see how we can convert fractions to decimals using the example on the board. So we have this 3 over 4. We see how we can convert 3 over 4 to decimals using two methods. First method is going to be the long division method. And of course, remember the rule of long division method. We divide, we multiply, subtract, and bring down. These steps will help you solve any division work using this long division. Okay, so first step, 4 into 3. Of course, 4 cannot go into 3, so what we do, we write as 0. Next step is to multiply. 0 times 4, which gives us 0. Next step is to subtract. We bring in the presence of minus 3 minus 0 will give us 3. Now the next step is to bring down, but there's nothing to bring down. And remember, when there's no value else to bring down, we bring down 0 and we put our decimal point there. So 4 into 30, 4 is going to go into 30 7 times. 7 times 4 is 28. Again, we subtract 28 from 30, which gives us what? 2. Again, there's nothing to bring down, so we bring down 0. 4 into 20 will give us what? 5. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 minus 20, we have our 0. So once we have nothing again to divide, we leave our answer at that. So 3 over 4 is the same thing as what? 0.75. The next step, recall that it's very easy, or it's easier to convert a fraction to 0 when the denominator is in the powers or multiples of 10. For example, if we have 2 over 10, it's easier to have what? 0.2. We have 14 over 100. You can see that if you notice the pattern of the denominator is in the powers or multiples of 10. So we are going to have what? 0.14. In the same vein, we are going to look for how we can change the denominator 4 into the powers of 10. So we're going to look for what number can be used to multiply with 4 to have 10, 0, 1000, etc. For here, we cannot have 10, so we can have 100. So what can we use to multiply with 4 to have 100? It's 25. So if we multiply this by 25, we are going to have 100. Because we have altered the denominator, we are going to do the same thing to the numerator. So this 25 is going to give us what? 75. And there it becomes easy to convert. So this now becomes what? 0.75. Whichever method you can use, you arrive at the same answer. So you can try this on your own and leave your answer in our comment section. Bye.